Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be sharing with you some of my favorite at-home self-tanners, as well as some tips and tricks to self-tan yourself. Does that make sense? To tan yourself at home, to apply self-tanner, and how to make it last a little bit longer on your skin. I also am going to share with you some of my favorite self-tanners and some products that you definitely should avoid when you are embarking on your self-tanning journey. So before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and it helps to support me, and it helps to support my channel, and I know you want to do that, right? I know you like seeing videos from me anyway. So go ahead and hit subscribe, and let's get into the video. Can you hear that? There's nothing new here. It's just my dog snoring. He's very tired, even though it's the morning and he slept the whole entire night. As always, all the products I mentioned in today's video will be listed in the description box below, so you can test them out for yourself. So there's 4 things I want to cover in today's video. I want to talk about how to apply self-tanner, as well as some tips of how to make it a little bit easier. I want to talk about how to prolong your tan, because you don't want to do all that work for nothing, right? And I want to talk about what products to avoid. There are a few products out there that I just completely do not like at all. And for number 4, I want to talk about products that I really like at different price points. So let's get into application tips first. So before I self-tan, I get into the shower and I do like my full shower routine. I shave everywhere that I typically shave when I'm like going for it, you know, like full beat shaving. And then I exfoliate my skin. So I shave first and then I exfoliate. Right now I'm using this brown sugar scrub by Tea Tree, and it smells amazing. I'd like to get a whiff of it right this second. It smells so good, and it's really lasting me a really long time. If you don't shave or exfoliate before you apply self-tanner, I get really splotchy, me personally. The self-tanner tends to cling to patches of dry anywhere on my body, as well as it gets caught on any hair. So like if I don't shave my legs and I apply my self-tanner, I find that it settles into the little areas where there's hair. So I get this polka dot effect. I don't know what this means, but I get like a polka dot effect all up and down my legs. So I always make sure that I'm shaved, freshly shaven. Once I'm out of the shower, I go ahead and I lotion only certain areas of my body. I want to create a barrier between the self-tan and my skin in some spots so that it doesn't soak in too much. I always put lotion on my elbows, on my knees, on my hands, on my wrists, on the top of my feet, and on my ankles on both sides. So I find that if I don't, the product sort of collects there and it gives me orange skin. So I like to make sure that I create that barrier just so the tan takes a little bit longer to sink into those spots, and then it will give me a more flawless finish. Okay, so you're all ready. You're standing there naked, you are lotioned only in some areas of your body, and you're ready to go for the tan. You absolutely have to have a tanning mitt. You cannot apply your self-tanner with just your hands, because that is a disaster waiting to happen. The mitt that I really like to use is by Loving Tan. I just find that other mitts don't last as long and they don't work as well. Can you see it? It's like it's in the abyss over here. Wait, let's switch sides. This is what it looks like. It's just a little mitt that fits on your hand. While I'm using it in circular motions, is this a circle? No, I don't think so. But while I'm using it, I tend to like flip back and forth to whatever side I feel like using. I really like this one, and I really just throw it right into the washing machine when I'm done using it. But you also want to make sure that your mitt is clean every time you use it. I have washed this, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many times. I just wash it in the regular washing machine. I just kind of forget about it, and I find it in the dryer when I go to fold my laundry, and it has lasted me a really long time. It's a little bit expensive as far as mitts go, but just remember that this is something that's going to last you for however many times you want to tan. So after you've applied your tan to your entire body using circular motions, this is where I tend to go wrong. Like I'm usually tanning myself and I'm kind of like, oh, I'm ready for this to be over. So I go for long strides. If you go for long strokes, then you could have a chance for more streaks. So like a line left behind between your strokes. That's definitely something that's happened to me before. So try to keep it in circular motion. That way it will lessen the chance of you having just like straight up tan lines. When I go to do my face, I always do my face last, and I like to use a makeup brush to do my face. This is actually a tip that I saw, I think on Jaclyn Hill's Loving Tan video. She took her product and she popped it onto her regular foundation brush and then she applied it all over her face. For me, I don't like to apply it on my entire face when I'm using a tanning mousse like Loving Tan. I tend to just apply it in my contour areas. So I kind of go along here where I like to normally put my bronzing, and then I like to go here where I normally put my bronzing, a little bit on my nose, and then I lightly disperse it in the rest of the areas of my face. But I always avoid my under eyes because dark circles is something that I have all the time. And then I don't like to get it in my mustache because I feel like, you know, I don't want to have a 5 o'clock shadow. So I will very lightly go over this area while making sure to blend, and then blend down my neck. Don't forget your ears, and don't forget the spot behind your ears, because when you put your hair up, if that's the only spot that's not tan, it's gonna look goofy and you're gonna feel weird about it. So that's something to keep in mind if you're using a tanning mousse. When I'm using a tanning water, I do it a little bit differently, and I will talk about that a little bit later in the video. So after you have processed your tan for the however amount of time that your specific product says to keep it on for, you've washed it off, the days are going on, life is good, it's amazing. If you want your tan to last as long as possible, keep your skin moisturized. Moisturize every time you get out of the shower, moisturize before you go to bed. Just moisture will make it last a little bit longer. And also try to avoid shaving. I find that when I shave my legs, or I do shave my arms, I'm a weird person who shaves her arms. I don't know if a lot of you guys do that, but I definitely do. But if I go to shave, it definitely will exfoliate and remove a lot of your tan. So just do your best to put off shaving for as long as you can. Just keep in mind that every time you shave, you are removing a little bit more of your tan and a little bit more of your tan. So now that we've talked about some application tips and how to make your color last a little bit longer, let's talk about products to avoid. Needless to say, going out into the sun and actually tanning, or going to a tanning bed and actually tanning, is not good for you. It's not good for your body. It promotes skin cancer. Skin cancer is actually something that my mom had. So I will never go tanning. I will never go to a tanning bed. It's just 100% self-tan for me. And it definitely will give you more wrinkles if you are tanning regularly. So keep that in mind. You want to stay healthy and you want to stay safe. So let's get back on track with self-tanning. I feel like I'm like a news reporter in this video. I am just like on it. I think it's because I actually filmed this once already, and I have a new mic on my camera, which I don't even know if I need because I feel like I'm so loud anyway, but for some reason it wasn't plugged in properly and my entire video was silent, which was a real bummer. I hate tanning lotions. I'm talking about any kind of lotion that you pump into your hand and it's a white product and you rub it on your body and you're like, oh, this is gonna look so good when it's done. It's not, sis. It's not gonna look good. You rub it into your body and then it soaks in, and then it usually will like develop over a period of time. For me, those are so blotchy and so smelly. They just have that tan smell that I just can't stand in those kind of products. It makes me smell like that for so long and it just doesn't look very good. I was using the Jergens In Shower body lotion with tanner in it for a while, and I was thinking like, oh my gosh, I look great, I look amazing. I was using it just on my legs, and I remember I walked out of my house in like shorts or something, and somebody was like, Chelsea, what's wrong with your legs? And I looked down at my legs. It was like a splotchy mess. It was not cute. It was not tan. It just did not look good at all. I really have something against those kinds of lotions. Specifically the In Shower ones. You know, you can just use your regular lotion in the shower, like before you get out of the shower, when your skin is still damp before you've like grabbed your towel. You can just use your regular lotion then. You don't have to use an In Shower lotion. Let's talk about products I love. Would this be a self-tanning video if I didn't mention Loving Tan? I don't think so. Loving Tan is a tanning mousse, and it's a really good product. I like to use the 2 Hour Express Loving Tan. I don't have a bottle of it here, but I'll put a picture of it on the screen. It definitely is a product that I really like. I'm actually gonna talk about this one too. This one's by Ulta, and this is also a tanning mousse. This is called the Bronze Glow Self-Tanning Express Tan Tinted Mist. Their claim to fame is a 1 hour express tan, but it does say you can leave it on for 3 or more hours for a dark tan. This one, along with Loving Tan, they both are tanning mousses and they both have a color guard in it so that you can apply it more easily to your body. And I say this because I feel like it makes you go over places over and over and over and blend a little bit more than you might need to, if that makes sense. I just think it takes me a lot longer when I use something like this because I'm trying to be really careful. I'm trying to not miss anything because I think I'm gonna miss something, when in reality it probably wouldn't leave a harsh line and I probably already got that spot. I think both this one and Loving Tan, it takes me between 25 and 30 minutes to do my entire body and to neurotically check in the mirror that I'm doing a good job. I will say that the Loving Tan is only 2 hours, and this one, if you want to get the same level of tan that you would get with Loving Tan, you have to leave this on for 4 hours. This one actually smells a lot better than Loving Tan. It smells like you're at the mall with your friends and you walked by the pretzel place. It smells like fresh salted pretzels. It has a very nice smell. It's very nice. The price point for the Loving Tan is around $40, so it's definitely the most expensive of all of them that I'm going to talk about today. Is it worth it? Yeah, I mean, it gives you a beautiful tan. I like it. I think it's good. For me, I was looking for something a little less expensive, so that's why I ventured into this one. This one is around $14 or $15, and I really like that price point a lot better. I like the smell of this one a lot better. They both have their pros and their cons, but definitely a major con for both of them is when you put these onto your body, you have to walk around like you're in a snowsuit. Like, I feel like I have to walk around like this until I'm completely dry, and then you can't really get dressed, you can't go anywhere, you are self-tanning, and that is what you're doing until everything is fully developed. You definitely can transfer the color onto your furniture or onto your clothes or onto your bed if you wanted to sleep in it. I don't know, I don't typically sleep in my self-tanner, but it's something to keep in mind. It's a process. The last thing I want to talk about in today's video is by Tanologist, and this is their Express Tan. This is a self-tan water. And when I first saw this at Target, I was a little skeptical because, as you can see, it's clear. It does not have a color guard, so I was thinking, like, how the heck are you gonna know where you put it and where you didn't put it? But it's a lot easier than you would think. I have never used a tanning water before I used this one, and I have to tell you that this cut my tanning time in half. I mean, to say the least, maybe even into a quarter of the amount of time that I used to spend using these tanning mousses. I am a very light to fair skin tone. I have very light colored skin. I do not tan from the sun, so anything that I have on my skin is from Self Tanner. So I think that this gives me a pretty nice glow. I kept this product on for, how long? How long did you say? I think it was 4 hours. It says that you can personalize your results to 1 to 4 hours to get the spectrum of shade that you want. Increased time equals increased tan. It is odorless. I don't think it's odorless. I think it has a nice smell, and it's not that tanner smell. I think it smells really nice. So this one, let's flash back to, we just got out of the shower. We put lotion on the tops of our feet and our elbows and our knees and all those spots. All you have to do is take this product, and I spray it all over my body. You can feel it misting all over your body. I even spray it directly onto my face. Everywhere, spray, 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 spray. I get my little mitt, and then I just blend it in. I just gently go over my skin, circular motions, and I rub it all in. Once I feel like it's all rubbed in, I actually like to stand in front of my fan for a second, make sure that I'm dry, and then I can completely get dressed and go on about my day. Like, you can incognito tan with this product, and nobody will know that you're self-tanning. Nobody will smell it. You don't have to hide in your home, half naked, waiting for your tan to develop. So that is definitely something I loved about this one, because my kids are home from school. I'm not gonna walk around naked while my mousse tan develops. No, I have to wear my clothes, and I can use my Express Tan for my Express Tan develop. So when I used this I used this 2 days ago, is that right? Yeah, I went ahead and I did like everything I wanted to do around the house. I put all my clothes on, I was outside looking at my garden, I cleaned the kitchen, I cleaned out my car, like I just did a bunch of stuff that I normally would never be able to do when I'm using a mousse. So I absolutely love this stuff. I think it's so nice. I think it's so easy to use. Something to remember is when you are applying it, it can't spray upside down, which sort of sucks. I feel like it should be able to spray upside down. I almost think it would be cool if it was like a continuous mist sort of a situation, and then you could just get it. But that's not the case. That's okay. It can't spray upside down, so keep that in mind. You have to hold it upright while you're spraying it onto your body. And if you want to, you can spray it onto your mitt and then apply it to your body. You don't have to directly spray it out of the bottle. And the tan takes about a day to develop. So when you first put it onto your skin, you aren't gonna see anything happening. You go into the shower and you wash it off. I kept mine on for 4 hours, and then the next day I could really see my tan. So the worry about it not working or missing a lot of spots, it's really nothing to worry about because you just get it. You just cover your entire body and you know that you've got it. You also can use this product in layers, which is really cool. So you can put on a layer on your whole body and then put on another layer and then put on as many layers as you want to, depending on how dark you want to be. So you're not limited to just one layer. The more layers you put on, the darker you will be. The more time you keep it on, the darker you will be. So this is something, like I said, I got it from Target. I think it was about $17. Again, I will have it listed in the description box below. But I absolutely love this. This is something that I'm recommending to people. I'm recommending it to my clients, anyone who's interested in self-tanning. This is the one to try. I think I mentioned I had the shade medium, but it does come in more shades than just medium. You can check the Target website for more. And I think that's it. That is everything that I wanted to mention. Do I have anybody else around here who wants to be on camera? No? That's it. Nope, that's it. That's everyone. So that's gonna do it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy product reviews like this for me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you make me happy. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any new content from me. I have all of my social media handles listed in the description box below. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.